मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददति शपथान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगणा ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी शुभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासुदेव हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते वन्दे inquiry यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरून् दिनतारं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम् परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम्। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवसुदी भक्त। हरे कृष्ण। Hope everyone is doing well. You know.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Dandavат
Pranam.
Dandavат Pranam Prabhuji. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
So, what is that? Chaitanya Bhagavat, and I don't have any qualification actually. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Yugavatar. Krishnaya, Krishna Chaitanya, Namne Gauratvisena. You know? So he is Krishna himself, you know? So, but he came, Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasa, Krishna's incarnation, Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasa, he came to write the literatures, Vedic literature. And Krishna Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya, Krishna himself, Krishna Chaitanya showed the demonstration of what was written in the scriptures. Everyone is listening? So, what is that? He is a Yugavatar. And what is that? Radha Krishna Pranay Vikrita Rahladani Shakti Rasmat Ekatmano Api Bhuvipura Deha Vedo Gato To Sri Chaitanya Kim Prakatavadana Dadayam Chikim Radha Bhava Solitanomi Krishna. Is Krishna himself came to experience the Radha Bhava, the topmost devotee. What is Radharani? You know, Govinda Nandini Radha, Govinda Mohini, Govinda Sarvasva Sarva Kanta Sirumani. So, Govinda Nandini, she can please Krishna. She can make Krishna happy. She can entice Krishna. For her, she's the be all and end all of Krishna. She is a crest jewel of all the women. Hare Krishna. So Krishna came. So that, Chaitanya Leela Das, Vrindavan Das. So Krishna's glories were narrated by Vyadvyas, but the Lord Chaitanya's Leelas were glorified by Vrindavan Das. So actually I'm trying to show you one picture. So what happened? So last week we were discussing so all the people were complaining, all the people were complaining. So these people, they are doing such a loud kirtan, and we heard the king has dispatched 2 boats of men. They will come and give trouble, because the soul people were very cruel, So because of Srivas and his brothers, whole village is in trouble right now. Because of Srivas and his brothers, whole village is in trouble. Then another person said, no, why should we be worried? When the villagers, the soldiers will come, we will hand over Srivas and his brothers to them. We will destroy. Just give me 1 minute. So they will then, we will hand over the Srivas and his brothers to them. What is our problem? So Vishwambar or Sundar, the devotee, he understood. The devotees were very, very, what is that? They were very scared. They were very scared actually. So he also felt time has come for him to reveal the what is that? For him to reveal the his divine and reveal his darshan to the whole world, reveal his presence to the whole world. So what he did, one day he went to the bank of Ganga. All the atheists, what is that? All the atheists, see, Nimai Pandit, so fearless. Wow, amazing. So he's just going here and there. Wow, we really appreciate. Everyone is thinking like that. So he went and so he went to the bank of Ganga. There he saw the cows playing. He saw the cows playing, and I'm sorry, what happened to the picture? So he saw the cows are playing nicely on the bank of Ganga, and when he saw the cows, there's some cows were butting each other, some cows were drinking the milk of the mother. There, when so the Lord was very happy. So he was overcome with emotion, immediately ran to the home of Srivas. He ran to the home of Srivas, and Srivas was actually praying to Narsingadev. He said, I am he. You know, Srivas turned back and he was shocked. You know, he was shocked. And so I was lying on this in the milk ocean, lying on the Anantaseshan, the milk ocean. Your call, the Advaita Acharya's call brought me to this world. I have descended to protect my devotees. I do this in every millennium. I do this every millennium. And what is that? You don't recognize me? And the Supreme Lord showed his that form. Why you cannot recognize me? Wow, she was when he saw that. Because of your loud chanting, I have descended. Because of the Advaita Acharya's call, I have come to this world. I have come to this world to propagate the holy name. And you people are so complacent. So, what is that? Why Lord comes? Yada yada hi dharmasya, glaniram bhavati bharat. I have come to protect my devotees. I have come to punish the miscreants. Don't worry. Go and worship me. And the Supreme Lord exhibited his form, Krishna. And he was shivering. Wow, he couldn't believe. His heart was filled with love. And I know all the fears were destroyed. The joy, he was so happy. But of course, Srivas is a pure devotee. And he's also a scholar. So what he did, he started glorifying, what is that? The Supreme Lord, from the way Brahma glorified Krishna. Namidyate pravapse tadidambaraya gunja vatamsa paripucha lasan mukhaya vanyasrije kavalamitra vishana venu lakshma sriye mridupade pasapangajaya. My Lord. So you all remember when Brahma was bewildered in Brahma Lila. Brahma tried to test Krishna, and instead he was tested. Then he came to fall at his Krishna's feet. And what did he seek? He saw Krishna holding the lump, this handful of yogurt rice and pickle, and he was looking for the cows and calves. So wow, then he asked, my Lord, I offer my humble obeisance to you, O King of cohorts. Your transcendental body is a dark blue like a, new cloud. You wear pitambar. It's looking like lightning. So your beautiful blue face, your what is that? Your earrings and peacock feather, Bhagavatam, Ashidambada Sundara, Sundarangam, Gandharva Visesha. So, my Lord, so your beauty, your face, beautiful face is enlivened by, beauty was enhanced by your peacock feather and the earrings. Can you believe that time Krishna was wearing a forest flowers, gunja earrings. He was not, his mother would always decorate Krishna with, beautiful golden rings. But he would go to forest and he would remove it, and he would wear here that flower, this flower, forest flower. You're wearing all these wonderful garlands made up of forest flowers and leaves. And how beautiful you look. You're looking with this harding stick, a buffalo horn, and flute. And my Lord, you're holding a morsel of food in your hand. Amazing. Kavalam means a lump of handful of yoga tries. So actually, what is that? Shiva started offering this prayer. Gunja earrings, my Lord, and the locks of hair, peacock feather, amazing. You look so beautiful. So I worship that god Vishwambar, the god Sundar, whose complexion is bluish black monsoon cloud, who wears yellow dress. The son of Sachi Mata, I offer my obeisances. Because he is revealing Krishna form. What disciple of Gangadas Pandit, wearing so many wonderful flower garlands, and you're rolling sweet rice. Oh, son of Jaina Mishra, your face is like millions of moons. What a beauty. He didn't say what a beauty, but so beautiful, my Lord. Offer my obeisance unto your lotus feet. So you're before Maharaj Nanda, but now you are descended as a son of Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Devi. My Lord, I don't have any qualification to glorify you, but Mother Ganga, she emanates from your lotus feet. What is that? You are Narsingadev himself, and Lord Brahma and Shiva, they worship your lotus feet. And you're the Supreme Lord Narayan himself. You're a beloved son of Maharaj Dasharad, Ramchandra. My Lord, you appeared as Vamandev, and you tricked Bali Maharaj, and you took everything from him. And under the pretext of asking 3 steps of land. But you came as Hayagriva, horse-head incarnation. You are the soul of the universe, Supreme Soul, Paramatma. And you are Jagannath, Lord of the universe. And you are the cause of all causes. My Lord, all your energies, they are subordinate to you. Maya Dhikshana Prakrita Suite Sacharacharam. So they work under your direction, my Lord. Even Mother Lakshmi does not know your glories. Ananta Sesh, he has counted every grain of sand on earth, but he doesn't know your glory. He does not know fully your glories. And if your brother Balram is subjected to Maya, illusory potency, what to speak of others? My Lord, you placed me in this family life, conditioned life, deep dark well of ignorance. My life was wasted because I could not recognize you. So many ways, my Lord, I'm illusioned. I'm putting nice clothes, and I'm very happy for my scholarship. I couldn't recognize you, my Lord. And now it's my good fortune. Thank you very much very grateful for your revelation. Now I got your darshan. I am now, all my fears are gone. All my sorrows and sufferings vanished. My life has begun again. So all my ancestors, they are liberated. My house is purified. Because I'm seeing you today. That person whose lotus feet are worshipped by goddess of fortune, worshipped by Ganga, that lotus feet are present in my home. And Srivas Thakur is seeing Krishna form, and the happiness knew no bounds. So he raised his arms up in the air and he was rolling on the ground. So Lord Gaurasundar, he smiled. Call everyone in your family. Let them see my transcendental form. And you ask any boon, anything you ask, I'll fulfill. Hare Krishna. Srivas Thakur went inside, called Malini Devi, his brothers, everyone came. They were shocked. So then Lord Chaitanya revealed his, his foreign form, Vishnu form. So he brought, like our regular, how do you worship? Incense, ghee lamp, flowers, water, arghya, and cloth. So, if brothers came, his wife came, Malini came, servants came, maid servants came, they were all surprised. Wow. That's why we need to be connected. Either we need to have connection with somebody who is very dear to Krishna. You all remember? What is that? When Vibhishan decided to leave Ravana and join the camp of Ram, Vibhishan immediately left. But Vibhishan had 4 servants. Few servants actually, not 4. They know only one thing, they have full faith in Vibhishan. That was their good fortune. So Vibhishan said, I'm going to join the army of Lord Ram. He is my Lord of my life. They don't know Ram, they don't even have the knowledge, they're all demons. But they have full faith on Vibhishan. So except for these demons, the Vibhishan, they went with Vibhishan, the rest all were destroyed. What is the moral? Moral is we need to be connected with a devotee who is very dear to Krishna. We're all connected to Srila Prabhupada and the spiritual masters. Everyone is listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, what is that? That connection. Sometimes, we should also have such nice relationships. Sometimes, spiritual master may not remember our name. But we should also, that's what brahmacharis would do. Connect with some senior devotee. Hang on with them. I do the same thing actually. I'm telling you what I do. So when you're connected with that, when they think of us, hamara uddhar ho jayega. So we are liberated. That's very important. Wherever you go, you see Radha and Krishna. Wherever you go and see Prabhupada, Prabhupada is like Krishna has given him, wholesale rights for Prabhupada. So, wherever you see Radha Krishna, there should be Prabhupada. One devotee went to Hindu temple. There he saw Radha and Krishna. Radha and Krishna, usually we don't see that. But there is no Prabhupada. So then he went and asked temple president, the temple head, what made you decide to install Radha Krishna? One time somebody came and gave me Bhagavad Gita as it is. I read Bhagavad Gita as it is, written by Bhaktivedanta Swami. I was inspired. And when we had a temple, we also installed. Wow, Prabhupada was there also. So now we need to be connected. All the servants of Srivas Thakur, they came and they were shocked to the Supreme Lord in their home. Agree or not? Anyone will be shocked. So because Srivas Thakur was very dear to Supreme Lord, he blessed everyone. He placed his lotus feet on them. May your attachment and attraction for me increase. His voice was like a rumbling of clouds. No, Srivas, Are you still afraid? She was. I heard that the soldiers are coming to capture you. They're coming in 2 boats. Don't worry. I am a super soul. So kings, and I control practically everyone. What is that? Kings, these soldiers can capture you only if I give them sanction in the heart to act like that. Otherwise, they cannot come and arrest you. But some reason, if they want to independently behave, you know what I will do? I'll do this. As their boat is nearing to the bank, suddenly I'll appear in their boat. So do you think when they see me on the boat, they'll remain cool? No. So the king cannot sit there. So I'll drag him down. Okay, for some reason, if you think it will not happen like that, then I would tell the king, call all your mullahs, religious heads, judges, call to the court. Bring all your elephants, horses, animals, birds. Bring them right now. Tell your Qazi to say, what read from your scriptures and make these elephants and horses, animals, make them cry. When your priest cannot do, then what I will do? I will reveal my potency. Then I'll tell him, now you look what I will do. I have descended to this world. I have descended to this world to spread what is it? Congregational chanting of the holy names of Krishna. Now you will see my power. And I'll give Krishna Prema to all these horses, elephants, deers, all the animals that were there. I'll give them Krishna Prema and they will all, all these animals become ecstatic. And they'll all become ecstatic and start chanting Krishna's name. All these elephants die, horses, deers. And when the king sees that, in fact, I'll make king and his men chant the holy name. They will also chant and they'll become ecstatic. Do you think that is impossible for me? She was. If you really want, I can prove in front of. I'll prove to you right now. See, that is Lord Chaitanya actually. He's telling he'll give. So this king is coming to arrest Shivas, but he wants to give king and his soldiers Krishna Prema so that their heart they become so soft they'll become pure devotees. That is Lord Chaitanya. Amazing, right? Wow. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki jai. So you think I cannot do that? She was. I'll show you right now what he did. So the Gaur Sundar, Supreme Lord, so then what is, as I said before, he manifested he manifested his opulent, Vaikuntha form, and he looked around and he saw, I'm sorry. Yes. What do you see on the screen?
A beautiful picture, Broji, where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is sitting and everybody is dancing around.
He's showing he's showing his 400 Vishnu form, his opulent Narayana form is showing. And what he did, he saw and Narayani, a 4-year-old, Srivas Thakur's brother's daughter, said, Narayani, come here. He said, Narayani, chant. Wow, this is Narayani. Narayani became ecstatic. Lord Chaitanya gave Krishna Prema to Narayana. He gave Krishna Prema to Narayani, and Narayani, and within no time she became ecstatic. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Tears were gushing from her eyes. She was rolling on the ground. And she became ecstatic. And she was, imbued with Krishna Prema. She was rolling on the ground. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Amazing, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And one time Mother Malti told me, actually, I think I told this before, I don't remember, but Mother Malti had a daughter named Saraswati, and Saraswati had a small Krishna doll. So one day Prabhupada came, and Prabhupada would play with her, actually. So Prabhupada took the doll, without her notice, and Prabhupada put it behind. Parents would do that, right? So Saraswati, where is Krishna? Saraswati, Mother Malti told me, she became ecstatic. So where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? And finally she said, Swamiji, you have Krishna. So Swamiji, you have Krishna, Swamiji. So, and Prabhupada was very pleased. So Narayani's fortune, all the devotees would forever remember. Who is Narayani? The mother of Vrindavan Thakur. She got the message of Lord Chaitanya when she was hardly 4. Right? So this is Narayani, the child was dancing. So what is that? So Narayani, she became ecstatic. Then what happened? Practically everyone, this went on for a very long time. So though Krishna appeared in the prison house of Vasudeva, in the prison house of Kamsa, to Vasudeva and Devaki, he performed pastimes in the home of Nanda Maharaj. Likewise, Lord Chaitanya appeared in the home of Jagannath Mishra, but he performed pastimes in Srivas Angan, Srivas Thakur home. Hare Krishna. Practically everyone in the family, in that home, the servants, or maids, the family members, the wife, everyone, they received the blessings. And then they got the dust. When it was time, then so the Lord, he gave up his, he immediately, he withdrew his Krishna from that Narayana form, and they became normal. And he said, Srivas, do not tell this incident to anybody. Don't tell anybody. Don't reveal my form to anybody. Gupta. Don't reveal my form to anybody. When this whole thing happened, done, he felt a little shy, actually. And, he said clearly, this is very important. Don't tell this to anybody. Don't reveal this. So then again he became a normal Nimai Pandit. Nimai Pandit means what? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? They're crying. Anybody who reads Shiva's prayers, Vrindavan Thakur explains, they will they'll get the position of eternal servant of Krishna. Wow. And Vrindavan Thakur writes, all this is revealed to me by Balramji, my spiritual master. Who is the spiritual master of Vrindavan Thakur? Nityananda Prabhu. So, my spiritual master has revealed these things to me, which I am writing. I am writing these wonderful activities. So there is no difference between Narasimha and Yadhusimha or Chaitanya Simha. That way, in the same way that Nityananda Prabhu and Balram, they are one and the same. They are, so if that person who came with Chaitanya Chandra is Avadut Chandra, Nityananda Prabhu. Wow. So then he went home. That's it. So goal of life is to attain the love of God. One should utilize human life for that. And his Lord Chaitanya's activities as a devotee, they were heart-wrenching. Because his ecstatic, what is that? Manifestations. Amazing. Where is Krishna? But then sometimes, what is that? Once in a while he would exhibit his Krishna form to devotees. You know, but on other times as a devotee, he would discuss different devotional topics. When he would cry for hours. And the waters will be gushing from his eyes. It's a very picturesque sight to look at. And sometimes he would laugh for hours. And sometimes when he would go in the trance, samadhi, there is no consciousness, no breath at all. But sometimes, you know, when he is conscious of his supreme position, I am he, the Supreme Lord. Where is that old man, Advaita Acharya? He brought me here. I want to fulfill everyone's desire. I will give Krishna Prema to everyone. But then he would become normal. And say, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Oh, Krishna hai. Pralaya koti sadantare. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? You know? One time, what is that? Akrura came to Vrindavan to take Krishna and Balram. So one day Lord Chaitanya, Sri what is that? Gaur Sundar. One day what happened, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he was in the mood of Akrura. Oh Maharaj Nanda, today I will take Krishna and Balram with me to Dhanur Yajna. I'll take him to Mathura to show Dhanur Yajna. So, devotees wow. So likewise, he would go to devotees' homes and he would reveal different moods, different devotional ecstasies. He would reveal his Krishna form, he would reveal his Narayana form. Are you listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
One day he went to Murari Gupta's home. That day Lord was in the mood of a boar, Sukara, Raha. You know? So Lord Chaitanya loved Murari Gupta the way Lord Ram loved Hanumanji. So when Murari Gupta, he went to Murari Gupta said, "My Lord, please come." He offered obeisances to the Lord's lotus feet. But Lord, that day Gaurashi Gauranga Mahaprabhu was in the mood of Varaha, Sukara. Then so immediately he ran past into the temple room. There he saw a water pot. When he saw the water pot, immediately he manifested Varaha form and lifted the water pot with his tusks like this. Woo! So Varaha. Another name for Varaha is Sukara. Keshavadrita Sukarupa Jai Jagadishare. So Varaha. It's a huge form. I have a question for all of you. What is the size of Varaha if Arti is holding is appearing like a football? Huh? And actually in our temple, our Mahipal Prabhu made actually painting out of it. One time I saw this, and there is a necklace around Varahadev. Anyone wants, you can come to temple and see. I was thinking, what is the size of this necklace? This could be the biggest necklace, if I'm right. In this to the human race. Can you imagine what type of necklace it would be? What does Bhagavatam say about Varaha? The pores, Varaha means like, boar, right? Boar has the hairs, right? In that every pore, you can store one ocean. Now imagine the size of Varaha. Okay, if you can't understand that, at least he is holding earth as a ball. Then what is his position? Amazing, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And there is a necklace also around his neck. And I thought, oh, what type of necklace is this? How many billions of pounds of gold is needed to, So that is Supreme Lord. You must here and there, okay, Google, you have what is it, GPS. At the same time, probably 1 million people can use GPS, I think. Maybe more than that. So what is impossible for Krishna? He's everywhere, but he's aloof from the creation. 10th chapter Gita. If after all 10 power minus for tip of the hair is Jiva, can put a 5,000 kg 1 ton satellite. Supreme Lord can do unlimited. That's why the creation is vast. So when he lifted the water pot with his tusks, Murari Gupta was shivering. Murari, offer prayers. And he was seeing Varaha Rupa, this Sukar Rupa. Do you know about me as a Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead? The master of the mental energy, master of the spiritual energy? When I said, my Lord, only you know yourself, through your internal energy. Anantasesh holds all the universes on his hoods. And he has thousands of mouths to glorify you. Still he did not end. He could not end the glories of yours. Who can be more capable than Ananta himself? Vedas cannot glorify you, No. What is that? You are a Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are independent. Abhijna Swarat. You are supremely independent. You are supremely conscious. You have no beginning, but you are the beginning of everything. Your pastimes are unlimited, but you know only yourself through your internal energy. So, Krishna knows himself through his internal energy. Krishna also doesn't know fully about himself. Who can fully know about Krishna? Radharamani, internal energy. You know? And Murari said, my Lord, nobody knows about you. Nobody knows the depth of your glories. Nobody knows the end of your glories. There is no end to your glories. Anantasesh cannot offer his glory. He has been offering his glories, but he never finished. Mother Rama, the Lakshmi Devi, she doesn't know. But how can I know, my Lord? And my Lord said, some portions of Vedas, they have courage to say, I have no form, I have no name, I have no legs. In Kasi, there is a sannyasi. This rascal, he says, I have no form. This rascal, he says, I have no form. You know? But he teaches Vedas to others. You know? But he doesn't accept my spiritual form. You know what? That's why that guy is suffering from leprosy. But he doesn't understand why he is. Because of his bogus preaching. Hare Krishna. Murari, you should know, I'm the Lord of all sacrifices. I'm a Yajnesha. Yajnesha means Lord of all sacrifices. I'm Supreme Lord Vishnu. My transcendental form is perfect, worshipped by Brahma and Lord Shiva. Just by my glance, by my touch, everything is purified. You know, that rascal still he says, I don't have a form. Hare Krishna. You know? So I come to protect my devotees. I don't tolerate when my devotees are offended. What is it? When I came as Varahadev, lifted the Mother Earth on my tusks by my transcendental touch, Mother Earth was impregnated. Gave birth to Nara. He was very good. I taught him all the Vedic literatures. I taught him all the Vedic knowledge. He became a scholar. I was very happy. Then what happened? He made friends with Banasur. Who is Banasur? Huh?
Fight between Lord Shiva and
Fight between Lord Shiva and
Krishna.
yes. And Krishna cut off all his limbs, leaving only 2 hands. So he made friends with Banasur and he became a demon. He started offending my devotee. He stole the earrings of Aditi. He stole the umbrella of Varuna. I didn't like it. Murari should not only kill him. So, if somebody serves my devotees, I'm very happy. Somebody offends my devotees, I'm not. And I have come here to propagate the congregation chanting of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. In this incarnation, I'll protect my devotees and I'll annihilate the demons. So even if it is my son, if he is offender, I'll kill him to prove that I killed my son. Hare Krishna. So then what happened? Bhagavatam was shocked. Bhagavatam was shocked. So likewise, Lord Chaitanya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would go to his devotee songs and he would reveal his, he would reveal his Krishna, his form, Krishna form or Vishnu form or Narayana form. and he would give the blessings, Hare Krishna. So because of his grace, divine grace, all the residents, all the devotees of Navadvip, they were so, what is that? They became very advanced. Krishna Prema, they all attained Krishna Prema. So nobody, they all wanted to, so what is that? They want to practice Raj Bhakti only, not Vaikuntha Bhakti, which is tinged with underevidence, definitely not. Then now the devotees became very fearless. Why? Supreme Lord is there to take care of all the problems. You are understanding or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So he was going to everyone's home, but one person was missing. Haribol. Who is that? He was going to do devotees' homes. Srivas Thakur, Murari Gupta, Sripati Srinidhi, all the. But who is missing? Nityananda Prabhu is missing. So Gaur Sundar, in this incarnation, he wanted not only Gadadhar Pandit, not only Srivas Thakur, not only Advaita Acharya, but also Nityananda Prabhu, Balramji himself. So you all know, how many of you been to Yakachakra? Right? So Yakachakra is such a wonderful place, Bangladesh. So Nityananda Prabhu was born to Adai Pandit and Padmavati. Last time we discussed the glories of Nityananda Prabhu, right? So when he was 10-year-old, one day sannyasi came to his home, and Mother Padmavati and Adai Pandit, they fed him nicely. And the next day morning he said, I'm a sannyasi, I travel different holy places. I need assistance. Can you please give your son? So can you please give your son? Hearing that, Adai Pandit was devastated. He went and told Padmavati, if I don't see my son for a minute, I know I cannot wait. Sometimes when we go together in the field, I always see whether Nityananda was following me or not. Or no, the sannyasi is asking my very life, what should we do? Padmavati said, when we please devotees, all the auspiciousness will happen. Please, you need to take care of the guests, that is sannyasi. That's how they sent Nityananda Prabhu with the sannyasi. So Nityananda Prabhu traveled with his sannyasi for some time, carrying his kamandalu, carrying his possessions. But a few years later, he separated them. He separated himself from him, and he traveled all the different holy places of pilgrimage. He traveled everywhere. And what is that? Finally, he went to Vrindavan. I don't know how many of you know, or anyone has been to the place of Nityananda Prabhu in Vrindavan. He lived in Srungarvat. Actually, I think close to Radharani's Radhakund, actually. That's what I remember. So one day, that's where he would go and take bath in Yamuna. He would play with the cowherd boys there. One day, he had a celestial voice. Gaur Sundar started performing. He inaugurated Sankirtan movement. He inaugurated Sankirtan movement in Navadvip. Please come. Wow. Please come. When he heard the celestial, please go. When he heard the celestial voice, The Supreme Lord, Gaur Sundar, Nimai Pandit, he started performing the past in an inaugurated Sankirtan movement. And he's looking for you. Wow. When he heard that, can you believe the Nityananda Prabhu's love for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He did not preach to anybody until that day. He would only, he would only travel to the different holy places, see Vishnu Kanchi, Shiva Kanchi, Rameshwaram down south, Kanyakumari. He went all the different places, he traveled. But he did not, start preaching. That is important. He did not start preaching. Then when he heard the celestial voice, please come to Navadvip. Haribol. And he went. He came all the way to Navadvip to be in the association of his beloved worshipful master, the Gaur Sundar, Lord Chaitanya. So, I don't know how many of you remember seeing the home of Nandanacharya. It is on the road actually. If you have been to Mayapur, how many of you have been to Nandanacharya's home? Nandanacharya's home is, it's a temple now. It's on the road and it's actually Gaudi Mutt now. It is on the road opposite to Ganga actually.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So Nandanacharya's home, he went and stayed. So he told meanwhile, one day Gaur Sundar, Vishwambar, he said to his devotees, yesterday I had a dream. I saw this personality, very effulgent. Nichai Nitai Padakamala, Koti Chandra Sushitala. It's like refreshingly cool. It's like 10 million moons, 1 crore moons. So he's holding a plow, and he was holding also mace. And he said, is this the house of Nimai Pandit? He came in a chariot. The flag was a palm tree. Palm tree is the flag of Balramji. Are you Nimai Pandit? I said, yes, who are you? I'm your brother. I'll meet you tomorrow. So it looks like a very powerful personality came to this temple. Now devotees, please search for him. So devotees went and searched for him. But Nityananda Prabhu is not so easily found. They came back and said, we could not find. Then Vishwambari said, let us go. I know where he is. So then, Lord Chaitanya took all the devotees, went to the home of Nandanacharya. So it's a wonderful pastime of their union. Nanda Thakur explains what happens in the divine union. Vaishnava union is very, very important. Actually, I want to tell you, I went to New Year Rath Yatra. So many great singers came and they were singing. So many gurus also came singing. These devotees, they started talking actually because they're meeting after a long time. Corona, some people died. Literally, people were just talking. They were not taking part in Rath Yatra or, even classes. Because, these are devotees, You know him for 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, 5 years. So after Krishna was born, when Nanda Maharaj goes to pay tax to Kamsa, he pays tax and he goes and sees her, goes to meet her, Vasudeva. Nanda Vasudeva Samagamam, the union. So when devotees come together, it's a very joyous occasion. When Prabhupada, was at Prabhupada came to India, Akinchan Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj went to see him. Devotees were so glad just to see. Though Prabhupada and Akinchan Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj was talking in Bengali, American devotees did not understand anything. Still, just mere their feelings, the facial expressions. You know, it is said they could see spiritual world. Wow. And devotees come together, I mean, sincere devotees, talk about Krishna, the spiritual world is manifest. You're all listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So what we'll do, next week we'll talk about Nityananda Prabhu's and Lord Chaitanya's meeting in the home of Nandanacharya. Right? So I'll end it here. Thank you very much. Very, very grateful.
Prabhuji, can I ask a question?
Ma.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Prabhuji, I was just wondering, like you mentioned many times, that Prabhupada says that God is so powerful that he can make a mountain which he cannot lift, and then he can lift it. So same way, I was just thinking that Lord Krishna says in 10th canto that I am unable to repay your debt, he says to gopis. So much love you have given me. And then in later, he cannot understand basically that love. What is the depth of Radharani's love and Gopi's love? But then he takes birth as, like, manifests himself as Lord Chaitanya. And then he is able to understand that love. So is it on those lines, Prabhuji, like he says, I can't do it, and then he does it because he's infinite?
Perfect. That is the answer. That's what we speak. We say always. You know. So just give me 1 minute.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So exactly, Prabhupada said, he cannot lift the rock. So can he create a rock that he cannot lift? Prabhupada said, yes, he will create, but he'll lift it. So likewise, na pareham niravadya samyujam. That is a verse actually. Sivara Maharaj wrote a book on na pareham actually. I cannot repay for the unconditional love you have exhibited. Be happy with the austerities that you have done. That's what Krishna said. Even if I surrender service to you for one Brahma's lifetime, I cannot repay you. Be happy with your austerities. Krishna said that. So to understand his love, their love, Gopi's love, Krishna came as Lord Chaitanya. That is the reason for his incarnation actually. Internal and external. Internal to experience Radhabhav. External as a what is that? Yuga avatar. He came to propagate that holiness. Right?
Yes, Prabhuji, just wanted to confirm that Lord Chaitanya was then able to understand, right? Once
Definitely.
Okay.
Fully. That's why in the last, 24 years, he stayed in Jagannath Puri, right? 24 years he took sannyas, 24 years, at the age of 24 he took sannyas. Then 24 to 30, he traveled, 6 years he traveled. Then he came back to Jagannath Puri. 18 years he stayed in Jagannath Puri. And with Ramananda and Sarvadhananda Goswami, he would relish. Chaitanya Charitamrita, again and again it says, when he would, when devotees are there, somehow the days would go very nicely, but at night, he would be alone. That intense, where is Krishna? There is Krishna. Nobody has ever exhibited, that's why, what is that? Krishnadas Garaj Goswami says, to what can you fathom the sky? To what extent can you go? To the extent you have strength in your wings, that much extent you can. So what is that? Lord Chaitanya's pastimes are like that. So Lord Chaitanya, yes, you would experience that. Where is Krishna? Where is that intense separation? The Prem Sarovar in Vrindavan, Prem Sarovar, or that Radharani, it found with the tears of Radharani. It's like after Krishna left, Radharani, feeling separation, intense separation, she would fall in that because of the heat of her body. The whole lake would dry up. So one time this Prabhu, I forgot his name, he said, some Govinda, Bhakti Charisma disciple, I'm a relative. What his name, I forgot. He gave us a couple of classes actually. There are 16 stages after Prema. 16 stages. So Madanakya Mahabhava is exhibited Radharani. That Mahabhava. The Lord Chaitanya is Radha and Krishna together, a combination. Lord Chaitanya would exhibit that. Mahabhava. Yes, he came and he relished. That's why it is the other Pandit is there, Radharani is there. But Radharani missing something. What is that? That is taken by Krishna. That is taken by Gaur Sundar Lord Chaitanya. He's also Radha and Krishna combined, right? He has taken it.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So he fully understood, experienced it. And he propagated also. So that's what I can tell. Thank you very much. And we'll
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.